The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus said to his disciples, "This is my commandment. Love one another as I love you. No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends, if you do what I command you. I no longer call you slaves, because a slave does not know what his master is doing. I have called you friends, because I have told you everything I've heard from my Father. It is not you who chose me, but I who chose you and appointed you to go and bear fruits that will remain, so that whatever you ask the Father in my name, he may give you." The Gospel of the Lord. Saint Maximilian Kolbe, Saint Maximilian Mary Kolbe. Three things that I love about this saint, and hopefully in seeing those three things, you'll be inspired to also follow in the example of his life. One, his great love for the Blessed Mother. Great love for the Blessed Mother. And a love that was so strong that it really empowered him to do all the things that he did. I find interested that even before he was ordained, and already suffering from in growing up, he suffered from tuberculosis, and that affected his health. With the limitations of his health, and not yet ordained a priest, he founded the Immaculate movement. How often we use the excuse, well, I'm not smart enough, I'm not healthy enough, I'm not, trained enough to be able to do something. First lesson that we could receive from Maximilian Kolbe is love. Love our Blessed Mother. And out of love for her, you will do things that perhaps you're afraid of doing. She will equip you, she will empower you. So, first thing, let's learn from Maximilian his love for Mary and how that empowered him to serve, even when he had health issues, even when he was not even completely ordained a priest as he was in his training. Yet founded the Immaculate movement. The second thing that I like about him is he also went further into training his abilities to serve the Blessed Mother. So not just that he started the movement before he was trained, but after he was ordained, he continued learning. He got a doctorate, and with that doctorate, he used it to spread the movement of the Immaculate movement. So how do we continue to train ourselves to become good tools in the hands of our Blessed Mother in the task of evangelizing? One thing that also I like about Maximilian Kolbe is he was open to the advancements of the time and used them for evangelization. In his time, the printing press was something big, and he surely used it. Propaganda. He developed a magazine he titled "The Knights of the Immaculate." The Knights of the Immaculata, which served around 800 men who received this magazine. And there is the love for the Blessed Mother now being used to inspire other men to also love our Blessed Mother. But the use of the magazine, the use of the tools of the time for evangelization. When we apply that to our times, how are we using the technology that has been developed and is current in our times, and how do we use them for evangelization? The social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the ways that we communicate with loved ones and friends. How do you use that to evangelize? How can we learn from Maximilian Kolbe and utilizing the technology of the time? I always dream that we may develop as Catholic virtual cybernetic apostles that utilize social media to constantly be spreading good things, good messages, scripture, reflections, spiritual things that nourish people. And then the last thing that I greatly admire, St. Maximilian Kolbe, is the way he died. So now at the concentration camp, and there is a young man who was chosen to be one of the ones, the 10 guys who were going to get killed, as a punishment of someone else escaping the camp. And just when they randomly chose this man, young man, husband and father, Maximilian Kolbe took his place to lay down one's life for someone else. That's quite admirable. Not only that, but it would have been easy, I guess, if there's such a thing, to lay down one's life if it was instant. Oh, not this young man, father, choose me, okay, boom, bam, boom, you're done. But now here comes 2 weeks of starvation, 2 weeks of neglect, of thirst, indeed a purgating, purifying period. So the generosity of God, I'm sure through the intercession of our Blessed Mother, guaranteeing the entry into heaven for this great saint. 1, martyrdom, and 2, purification, and anything that he may have committed of sins or any imperfection through what he suffered. So those are the 3 things that inspire me about Maximilian Kolbe: his great love for the Blessed Mother, that inspired him to do great things even when he was not fully trained. 2, how he continued developing his skills and training in service of our Blessed Mother, utilizing the technology of the times. And 3rd, a willingness to lay down his life for others, to lay down his life for the Queen, for the one he so much loved. May Maximilian Kolbe be an inspiration for us, and may we too be the modern Marian saints who respond to the needs of the time.